Hello, race fans. Welcome in to week number 14 of the Noma Next Gen Series. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing good. We had a week off last week. Last time out we were at Pocono. We saw Zach Lockett bring home the checkered flag. Hopefully he'll be here tonight and see if he can defend that checkered flag. But currently I do not see him in the server. But hey, we're off to Talladega this week. I absolutely love these super speedway tracks. I just look for a pretty good show here tonight. Let's go ahead and get my stuff together here. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully you're enjoying the hot weather this week. I tell you what, it was definitely hot out there. Tonight it's going to be hot down on the track, hopefully with a lot of action. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the race info for today. It is a 2.66 mile track here at Talladega. It'll be 113 degree Fahrenheit track temperature tonight, so going to be a hot, slick one. 73 degrees Fahrenheit ambient temperature with 74% humidity. Clear day with 14 mile per hour winds. They are currently doing their practice session, which was set for 45 minutes. They have about 10 minutes left here in practice, and we'll move on to qualifying, which will be set for 5 minutes. They'll have 2 chances to put in a good lap time. We'll take the results from qualifying and line them up for the main race of the day, which will be 90 laps of racing here. The end of stage number 1 will be at lap number 20. The end of stage number 2 will be at lap number 40. After that will be green flag all the way to the checkered flag there at lap number 90. They do have 5 sets of tires for today, which is overkill. They definitely don't need all those, but hey, never hurts to have them. They do have 1 faster pair, which, you know, this track, it's good for the big one, so they might have to use that one, so we'll have to wait and see. They do have 3 green-white checkered attempts if we so choose to use those at the end. And of course, this is brought to you by Royalty Racing Network and myself, Triple F Bomb. All right, let's go ahead and get this off the screen, see what's going down out on track. Not a whole lot of racers in here currently. What do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 racers in here right now. Last week's winner is in here. He has put a lap time on the board. Let's go ahead and get down there and see what everybody else is doing. Is anybody zooming around? Yeah, we got some racers down here. They're finally filing in here. Listen, I was a little bit worried. It was getting close to time, and there was only 4 racers in here. I was like, oh boy, where is everybody? But yeah, it looks like people are starting to make their way in now. Here is the number 81 of Derek Buckaloo, the driver from Beeville, Texas. Good looking paint scheme on this thing. 0X on the side. In his Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Derek Buckaloo. Who else do we have? Zach Stevens currently sitting in pit lane, the number 33 car, the driver from Bethune, South Carolina. I love this paint job. It looks like a Hot Wheels car. It just reminds me of that so much. But good luck to you tonight, Zach in the Chevy Camaro. Who else do we have? Last week's winner, the number 93 car, sporting a brand new paint job. GoatRacingDiecast.com on the side of this Toyota. He is a driver from Catawba, North Carolina. Good luck to you tonight, Zach Lockett. Who else do we have out on track at the moment? We do have Chris Cornett in pit lane, the number 88 car, the driver from Rome, Georgia. He'll be in the Chevy Camaro 0X machine. Good luck to you tonight, Chris. Who else do we have? Brian Wertman. I see him out on track. The 74 car, the driver from Statesville, North Carolina. Been a staple of this series. He's been here just about every single week, so good luck to you tonight, Brian, in the Chevy Camaro 74 car. Who else do we have? Jay Stinson currently in pit lane, the 31 car. It looks like the driver from Bristol, Tennessee, in the Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight. I think it says Fry Disposal on the side of that thing. It's hard to see from this camera angle, but hopefully he'll get out there on track and we'll get a good look at it. You know, maybe he'll be up at the front of the field, and we'll easily get a good look at it. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Who else do we have? Alan Wild currently sitting in pit lane, pulling out of his pit box in the 28. What does this say? Clouds Gaming Corner on the side of his Ford Mustang. Good luck to you tonight, Alan. Trying to see who all is in here. Ryan Gumbs put in a lap time, but he is currently back in the garage. We have Keith Prince out here as well. John Ross, our points leader, is here tonight. He is in the garage area as well. Matthew Fritz in the garage area, and Chase Greer is out in the garage area as well. Let's go ahead and take a onboard here with Chris Cornett. Take a little zoom around the track. Here we go. Whole lot of holding the pedal to the floor and holding the steering wheel steady. We'll see how well these cars can push. Do a little drafting here. We just had Justin Parham join us too. Welcome in, Justin. Puts us up to 13 racers here tonight. Don't have a whole lot of time left in practice. But we got 7 minutes and 19 seconds. They put up the best time. Well, who has the fastest right now? It is Zach Stevens. 54.16, the fastest time to beat right now. Derek Buckaloo with that 54.19, good enough for P2. Zach Lockett in P3 with a 54.20. Let's see what these two can do with some drafting effects here. He's getting right on the bumper. Alan Wild there going to pull down to the inside as they race through the corner. turn this music down just a scotch. There we go. They got some pretty good speed going down the backstretch here. Let's go ahead and see just how much speed they got. 176 miles per hour. They're zooming. They're running the high side of the track. I think they got almost a full lap here of drafting. See how much difference that makes in the lap times. Puts them up all the way at the top. 53.13 for both of them. Shane Willen just joined us as well. Welcome in the number 6 car. Hopefully he gets out there on track. Oh, John Ross and Matthew Fritz are out here. Let's go and take a look at them real quick. Oh, well, that's not the view I was looking for. John Ross went to pit lane. Well, Matthew Fritz has turned around sideways. So, yeah. Here we go. Here's the 19 Goldfish ride. Welcome in Justin Parham. Let's go ahead and show you some of the racer details here from the driver from Boiling Springs, South Carolina in the Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Justin. He's a fast one. He'll be definitely one to watch. I don't know how much he loves these super speedways, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. John Ross coming out. Here we go in the Skull. Wow, this is a brand new paint job. I haven't seen this one yet this year. The Skull Ford Mustang, the driver from Bell Buckle, Tennessee. He has won 6 times this season. Let's see if he can make it 7 here tonight. He will be up at the front of the field. I am sure of it. Unless something crazy happens. You never know at these super speedway tracks. Shane Willen pulling out of his pit box, getting out here with the rest of it. Let's zoom in on this paint job. Slow stuff on this, or Slowick stuff on the side of his Ford Mustang, the driver from London, Ohio. Luck to you tonight, Shane. I really like Shane. He's a good dude, man. Fellow teammate of mine. Always like to give him a nice shout out, give him some screen time here. A little biased, I guess. Who else do we have? Jesse Calloway has just joined us. He comes out for some practice. We'll take a look at him. .51.82 for Alan Wild this time around. He is zooming. I think his drafting partner Chris Cornett went to pit lane, but hey, having a good lap time in there. Qualifying will be interesting. This isn't one of those tracks where qualifying really matters. You just got to stay out of trouble, I think, is the main thing around here. Matthew Fritz pulling out of his pit box. Let's get a zoom in on him. Here we go. Now he's facing the right direction. In the M&M Pet Sitting Chevy Camaro, the number 29 car, the driver from Middletown. Luck to you tonight, Matthew. Still haven't seen Ryan Gomes, Keith Prince, Chase Greer, and Jesse Calloway. We might get to have a look at them. I don't know. 3.5 minutes left in practice. Alan Wild has called up to John Ross. Give him a nice shove as they cross the start-finish line there. 93. Black Rocket down there on the apron. 181, 182. Let's see what kind of speed they get down the backstretch. Nose to tail. This is our second time heading to a super speedway this season. If you all remember our very first race of the season, absolute chaos at the finish line. If you have not seen week 1 of action, it is over here on the Royalty Racing Network YouTube channel, so make sure you can go back and watch at least the finish of that race because it was absolutely incredible. It was a whole lot of fun to watch. I won't spoil it for you in case you haven't seen it. So you just have to go back and watch it if you don't know who the winner was. It was something else. It was definitely a way to kick off the season, and it was like my intro to the Noma Next Gen Series. So I was blown away. I said, boy, if it's going to be racing like this all season, it's going to be an absolute blast. And they have not disappointed. I've had a really, really good time with all these guys. So appreciate Jay Stinson and the Royalty Racing team of Drafty Beef and Josh King. Appreciate you guys a lot, man. It's been a whole lot of fun. We're only just now past the halfway point, too, as well. 24 races this season. This is race number 14. We're getting ready to start the playoff races here soon. It'll be here before you know it. We'll have to crown us a champion. It'll be fall outside, I do believe. Kerry Klein has joined us as well. bringing the field to 16 racers. Jesse Calloway coming out on track. Let's give him a nice little screen time here. The number 87 car. Liquid Death Black Chevy Camaro. That's a good-looking ride. I like how plain Jane and to the point it is. It's a good-looking ride. Driver from Granite Falls, North Carolina. Good luck to you tonight, Jesse. Christian Delgado has just joined into the server as well. Good to see. Stevens coming out of pit lane. .37. Brian Workman just put in the fastest time. How about that? A 50.76. Getting all the draft from these two cars in front of him. It's John Ross and Alan Wild right here in front of him. They are heading out of the corner. Going to stick with Alan, it looks like. Looks like 186 miles per hour at the end of the straight. Not too shabby. I just now realized that you can't even see the driver information down at the bottom. I forgot I turned the banner on. I apologize. Well, at least I introduced everybody. Harry Klein coming out on track. Here he is racing down the backstretch. The number 11 car and the Ford Mustang. And it says Bracken Paving on the side of this thing. It sure does. Bracken Paving. Luck to you tonight, Carrie. That is it for practice, everybody. It is done. See the racers disappear. There they go, heading down into pit lane. Qualifying will be up next. It is lone qualifying. They will have the track all to themselves. 5 minutes will be on the clock. 2 laps to put in a good lap time. See who gets pole position here today. Alan Wild getting ready to pull out of his pit box. And there he goes. It's go fast time, everybody. This is the important one. It's all about keeping the momentum, keeping the pedal to the floor, keeping the car smooth, and turning as little as possible, and making the track as short as you can. Oh, we finally get to have a look at Chase Greer. Oh, no. That's not the way to start qualifying. Gave it a little spinnerooski there. Here he is. The driver from Johnsonville, South Carolina. Having a tough time here in practice in the ACT Chevy Camaro. Good luck tonight, Chase. If you're going to make some mistakes, at least do it right now. Don't do it during the race. Gary Klein pulling out of his pit box, looks like. Getting ready to start his qualifying effort. Here is Ryan Gomes, the driver from Arcata, California. I feel like something's different about his paint job. I feel like the numbers on the side are different. I can't quite tell. I don't know. He's in the Caterpillar Ford Mustang. Good luck to you tonight, Ryan. John O. Lynch has joined us as well. Welcome in, buddy. Just in time. Here is Christian Delgado. Give him some screen time here. Driver from Abilene, Kansas. And the Bed Kim Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Christian. He's had a pretty good season as well. Nobody put in a lap time just yet, but we should be getting close. There we go. A 54.56 for Alan Wild is currently at the top of the board. Jay Stinson has now posted the fastest time at 54.11. Nicely done, Jay. Good looking paint scheme. I love the gray and red. Justin Parham has now posted the fastest time of 54.09. Nicely done, sir. Good enough for pole position right now. Still got a lot of times to come in here. Jesse Callaway, nicely done. 54.14. Good enough for P3. Inside row on the second row there. Or inside line on the second row, I should say. Here is Josh Freed, everybody. Welcome in. Old Joshy boy here in his classic Michael Jordan black and white machine. Oh no, the driver from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Good luck to you tonight, Josh. Justin Parham still with the fastest time of 54.10 right now. Jay Stinson is now done with his qualifying time. 54.11. Good enough for a front row start right now. See if it holds up. Carson Youngblood is here as well. Yeah, we're starting to fill in now. Puts us up to 20 racers. And here I was worried that nobody was coming. Starting to get down to the end of qualifying here. 45 seconds left here. And it'll be go time. Here's John O. Lynch. New paint scheme as well. Team 54 update. Chevy Camaro, the driver from Yulee, Florida. Good luck to you tonight, John O. Ryan Gomes, nicely done, sir. Just been a nice lap time of 54.14. Look how close these times are. Good enough for P5 at the moment. Keith Prince, Brian Wortman, and Carson Youngblood still have not put in a lap time just yet. They'll sit in the garage area, and that is it for qualifying, everybody. Now it is time for everybody to line it up for the main race. Remember, we got 90 laps of racing here today. Those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, let's go ahead and show you some of the race info. Here you have it, 90 laps of racing. Like I said, end of stage number 1 will be at lap number 20. End of stage number 2 will be at lap number 40. And from then on out will be green flag all the way to the checkered flags here. 5 sets of tires, 1 faster pair, 3 green, white checkered attempts. Who knows? I got a feeling this is going to be a wild one, everybody. Just have to wait and see. Drivers going to start making their way to grid, I'm sure. Yes, they are. Got some of them already sitting here just waiting. Man, look at that 81 machine of Derek Buckaloo. I am in love with this paint job. I need me one of these for my ride. I want to get a better view. How can I give me a better view? Wait till he starts moving, I suppose. Pole sitter, nicely done to Justin Parham. Kerry Klein as well, nicely done, putting it on the front row. Gotta be happy with that. Push Jay Stinson back to that second row right there at the last minute. But hey, he's still got an inside row. Just waiting on Chris Cornett and Keith Prince to make grid, and we'll be ready to go. The driver introductions here in just 1 minute. It'll be a very short run. I think we'll just do 1 lap down to green flag. There is Chris Cornett. Is Keith Prince going to make it in? I didn't see him in practice. Didn't see him in qualifying. Been here since the get-go, so hopefully he makes it onto the grid. He's got 12 seconds. Look at Carson Youngblood's paint job. Do ride for him. Can I get a good view? No, I ain't got the cameras in the right place. Daggone it. All right, looks like we are getting ready to start rolling. Yes, yes we are. Here is your starting lineup for tonight. Nicely done to Justin Parham. Going to put it on the front row. He will start in first position. Kerry Klein will start in second. We'll have Jay Stinson and Chris Cornett going to share that second row. Third row will be Derek Buckaloo and Ryan Gomes. Fourth row will be Zach Lockett and Jesse Calloway. 5th row will be John Ross and Chase Greer. And the 6th row will have Zach Stevens and Christian Delgado. In row number 7, we'll have Alan Wild and Shane Wilden. In row number 8, we'll have Josh Freed and Matthew Fritz. In row number 9, we'll have Carson Youngblood and John O. And in row number 10, Keith Prince and Brian Wortman. That is it. I don't see Keith Prince or Shane Wilden either on grid, so I got a feeling it's going to change up the grid here just a little bit. Unfortunately, they did not make it in. Hate to see that. Ready to go green flag racing though. Here we go. 90 laps of racing scheduled on the books here tonight. See what old Justin Parham can do here with that front row starting spots. Kerry Klein, I think he's going to have a pretty good run here tonight. Super speedways are a little bit different than every other track. Just about anybody can win as long as you got a car that is in good shape. Aerodynamics will matter a lot. If you get some damage on the car, you need to get it repaired. Keep as much of that top speed as you can to stay in the draft, stay out of trouble. Jay Stinson, is he going to get himself a win? Maybe Chris Cornett can do it here tonight. Derek Buckaloo and that beautiful paint job. Gosh, I don't mean to gush about it, but I just absolutely love this paint job. Holy smokes. Ryan Gomes, maybe he breaks out and gets him a win here tonight. Jesse Calloway, you never know, you never know. Zach Lockett, last week's winner. Can he repeat here tonight? Can our points leader John Ross race his way through the field? Get himself a win here tonight? Only one way to find out, everybody. Pace car is now off. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. Green flag is in hand. Remember now, this is after the tri-oval. A little bit different of a layout here, other than Daytona. Here they are coming to the start-finish line. Green flag is now out. Who is going to win the race down to turn number 1? Good start on the inside there for Justin Parham, and we are off, everybody. Now let's see who's going to make friends here early in the race. Definitely want some people on your side and want some drafting partners. Work with your teammates, of course. So have to wait and see how everybody does. It looks like Shane Wilden and Keith Prince are going to start from pit lane, so they are going to make it on. Justin Parham going to go ahead and go to the early lead. Jay Stinson going to tuck into that second position. That inside line looking pretty darn good. Derek Buckaloo going to make the big move out to the outside line. He's going to see if he can drag Kerry Klein and Chris Cornett along. Back there in the 11 and number 88. Lap 1 almost complete, coming down through turn number 4 now. Who's going to lead our very first lap? I think it might be that number 19 car. And yes, it will be. Nicely done to Justin Parham. Qualifying on pole, going to lead our very first lap here tonight. A long way to go, though. Let's see if we can stay up there in that front spot. Single file line all the way back to the number 33 of Zach Stevens. That's wheel to wheel with the number 81 of Derek Buckaloo up top. It's like the top line is having a little bit of trouble getting some momentum up there. They need to get in a single file line, start working together pretty well to try to catch up to the 19 and 31 combo up front. This is one of those races where you just kind of sit back, enjoy the action, and wait for the big one, because it'll happen eventually. Oh, there goes somebody pulling out a line. That is the number 93 of Zach Lockett. Has John Ross for some help there. Maybe this will get some momentum. I think Jay Stinson a little bit too far away from Justin Parham to help him out right now. So there's going to be a train running up top. And that is exactly what they're doing, catching up to the front of the pack now. Zach Lockett might have a bit of a run here. Looks like the bottom line kind of caught up to each other. Everybody stacking up. Good drag race down the backstretch. See just how close it is. We'll take an onboard here in a minute just to let you know. Oh, I saw somebody sliding down to the inside. I think that's the number 11 car, or maybe that was Alan Wild. I don't know who that was. Somebody somewhere spun out. I think that was the number 11 car, unfortunately. Go ahead and take a look and see exactly what brought out the yellow flag here. Our very first one of the day. Heading down the backstretch. Yeah, the 88 just gets into the 11 car. Left reared him and spun him around. It doesn't look like he might have hit anything. Take a different view here really quick. Does he hit anything on the inside wall? Oh! I think he might have brushed the wall there just a little bit. Can't quite get the angle I want there, but you know, it is what it is. That is it. Our very first caution brought out here pretty darn quick. Doesn't look like anybody's going to have too much of a tore-up ride, though. We'll have to see what the leaders choose to do. Catching up to the pace car now. 4 laps in. Remember, the end of stage number 1 will be at lap number 20, so it's not too far away. We'll have to see if anybody's got any interesting strategies going on. They got 5 sets of tires here for today, but I don't think tires are going to be much of an issue. But only one way to find out. This worked out really good for Shane Wilden and Keith Prince, though. They started back there in pit lane. This is going to give them a chance to catch up to the back of the pack. Here's Keith Prince, our first time looking at him today, the number 1 car. Johnny Johnson Motorsports, Chevy Camaro. Good luck to you tonight, Keith. Got your first break of the night. Going to have a nice touch with the back of the pack now. He's racing down the back stretch, trying to catch up to the back of the field. Zach Stevens going down pit lane. Alan Wild is going to choose to as well. The 54 of J.O. Lynch going down pit lane. Jesse Calloway. Chase Greer in the number 8 car. 29 of Matthew Fritz. The 74 of Brian Wertman. The 11 of Kerry Klein. And the number 6 of Shane Wilden, all choosing to come down pit lane. We can get one early one out of the way. I think they're just going to maybe get some fuel, maybe some tires. I don't know. Look like anybody's taking any tires at the moment. Nice splash of gas here. Getting back out on the track. Some people sliding through their pit boxes. Some early race jitters. It's easy to do. Look at this paint job with the 93. The winner last week. GoatRacingDiecast.com on the side of this car. Whoever made this, legend. That's a good looking paint scheme. Like Brian Wertman is still in pit lane, so is Keith Prince. Like they got something going on here. Having some struggles here tonight. Taking a pulse. Chat, are you alive out there? Nobody has said one word. I'm gonna say something. There you go. Hello, everyone. Just making sure everybody's alive. All right, we should be getting down to 1 to go this time by. We'll have lights out on the pace car, we hope. We double file restarts. See where Zach Lockett chooses to go. Will he go high side? Will he go low side? I would think low side. That's what I would choose myself. I'm here just listening. That's fine, Nancy. As long as you're here and you're good. Hopefully you're doing good. Calm before the storm. Everybody just zooming around the track right now. Hopefully we'll see those lights right there. You see them on top of the pace car. Hopefully they'll go out, meaning 1 to go. My personal opinion, slow stuff is the best paint job. I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to disagree at all. I'm going to fix a camera here really quick. I usually don't like to do this on stream, but I gotta. So we can see these paint jobs a little better. Yeah, there we go. Now this is much better. I should have done that before the stream. I might start doing that every time. What do y'all think? You like this camera angle? Is this good? Yeah, fry disposal on the side of Jay Stinson here. Derek Buckaloo. Oh boy. My goodness. 88. Chris Cornett. Ryan Gomes having a pretty good day. Biggest move of the race so far. Right here, Josh Freed started back in 15th, now up to 8th on this restart. A lot of those racers in behind him choosing to go down pit lane. Here's Carson Youngblood's new paint job as well. 0X Medium Design on the side of his Chevy Camaro. Haven't seen him in that color combo this season. Looks pretty darn good. All right, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Zach Lockett going to be in command of the 93 car. Our pole setter, the 19 of Justin Parham, going to start on the outside line here. We shall see which line prevails. All right, pace car, I need you to get out of the way. The 74 of Brian Workman looks like he caught up to the back of the pack just in time. We go. Ready to go back green flag racing. Hopefully we get some green flags under the belt here. Didn't have much of a stint there to begin with. Before we got our very first caution, here's our very first restart. Green flag is now out. Good start on the inside line there by the 93 of Zach Lockett. Yeah, John Ross all over the bumper. Going to have him out here. Going to have a good advantage heading down into turn number 1. See if they can drag the 81 of Derek Buckaloo along. And a 39 of Josh Freed, which I said was the biggest move of the race. He's making even more moves. Up 10 spots now, up to 5th. Looks like the 19 and 31 not got it together just yet. Jay is starting to catch up, though. Got some help from behind as well. Maybe they can get that outside line moving. Nicely done by Zach Lockett, though. Locking down, sticking as close as he can to that yellow line down on the bottom. You don't want to touch the apron, though. The apron is your enemy around this track. Like he's doing a pretty good job keeping about a half a car width down to the bottom line there. They're slicing and dicing in behind them, though. The 19 and the 31 still trying to get it together up there. They have the 55 and the 87 car. Right now, that bottom line is working like a charm. Stinson having a tough time sticking to the bumper of the 19 car in that dirty air coming through the corner. Right here on the back of him, heading down the back stretch. That is some high pressure racing right there, being in that cockpit. Not a lot going on the high side. They are slowly slipping back and back and back. Looks like the low line is the place to be. Carson Youngblood getting a little bit loose there. I thought he was going to come up into the 19. Nicely job keeping that thing out of the rest of the field there. I thought that was going to get a little bit ugly. The 88 car making a big move to the top, to the high side. So is the 81 of Derek Buckaloo. See if now got a little bit more help up there. Maybe they can get things going. The 81 making some moves on the outside, catching up to the 44 car of John Ross. On the low side, battle for the lead is definitely on now. And now to turn number 4, getting ready to head through the tri-oval one more time here on to lap number 10. Good to see the 11 car. Harry Klein still in action back there. Doesn't look like he's got too much damage. I don't think you're wrong, Peter. In racing this close to one another, I could see a big one happen, but right now we have a brand new leader, everybody. The 81 of Derek Buckaloo, with the help of the 88 and the 19 car, have pushed their ways to the front. Bottom line losing a little bit of steam here. There they go, dropping down to the low line. We're going to leave the 19 and 31 alone up there. Oh, the 88 got a little bit off the bumper of the 81 car. Might be a sitting duck here for just a minute. The 19 of Justin Parham has regained the lead out front. No, not tonight, Jay-Z. Not yet. Heading across the start-finish line on to lap number 12, 11. Tell you what, the 19 car just looks all over the place. It looks like he gets a little loose every time he gets a tap. It's hard for him to hold it in a straight line. On board here with Jay Stinson one more time. Trying to make that high line work here. Whoa, boy. See that 19 car, man, he just gets super loose every time he gets a bump. Oh boy, big move here by the 39 of Josh Freed. Gonna slice up to the high line here. Had just enough room to make it up there. Stayed out of the bumper of the 44. Boy, that was close. Heading down the backstretch, a lot of people weaving back and forth, trying to keep the car in a straight line. It's carrying a ton of speed down the backstretch. Some kind of speed they're carrying right now. 189 miles per hour. Holy smokes. They are cruising. There we go. There's just some references to Talladega Nights there. It just seems like that high line just can't get much going on. They have a good run there for just a minute, and it kind of falls apart here. See if Josh Freed can take a nice push here from Justin Parham. 81 of Derek Bucklew still leading the way out front. Got teammate 88. And Chris Cornett in behind, pushing him right along. Getting down to the end of this stage. Remember, we're getting ready to start lap number 14. At the end of lap number 20 will be the end of our very first stage. Taking on board here with somebody in the middle of the field. We'll do it with the 55 of Ryan Gomes. He's on the high side, in behind the 31 of Jay Stinson, right in front of the 29 of Matthew Fritz. This is all he sees. Cars everywhere. Drive fast, eat trash. Fritz maybe trying a little something here, pulling out a line. Thought he was going to try to make it go 3 wide here. See if he's got any helpers. Doesn't look like any takers are going to go with him. He's going to tuck back into that high line. '54 of John O making some moves down on the low line. He's up 12 spots, now 13 spots from the start of the race. Started back in 18th, now up to 5th place. Right in behind the 16 of Carson Youngblood, the 13 of Christian Delgado now on the high side. He's got 93 and 44 with him. See what they can do. Derek Bucklew doing a really nice job out front. Has the help of his teammate there, the 88 of Chris Cornett. Working good together. And Christian Delgado gets something going on here. He's got some help in behind, but it doesn't seem like they can carry much momentum. Yeah, I agree, Peter. The 19 is just looking like he's just unsteady every time he gets in the draft there. Maybe some early race jitters. He'll shake him out. He's a very fast racer, very good driver, so it ain't skill. Look at the number 6 of Shane Wilden popping into view here. He as well started from pit lane. Caution helped him out, catch up to the back of the pack, and look at him all the way up here to the 5th position now. Having quite the race here so far. Are we trying to get a third line going back here? I think we are. The 19 of Justin Parham, the 31 of Jay Stinson. Now going to the high side, getting down to the end of the stage here. Maybe trying to make up as many positions as they can. They definitely slid back through the field. They were up front for this restart, and now they're all the way back here. What spots are they in? 14th and 15th position. Holy smokes. And they get something going. They got the 29 of Matthew Fritz and the number 11 of Kerry Klein together. So a nice 4 car, now 5. Jesse Calloway has joined that crew. Oh no, the number 11 is turned around sideways. Back in the back, he's going to be slammed into the wall here. We're going to get a caution. No caution yet. Still no caution. No caution.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Now iRacing chooses to call it. Well, there you have it. This might be the end of our stage unless he done to Derek Buckaloo. Cornette going to be in second. Carson Youngblood going to be in third. Christian Delgado going to be scored in fourth right now. And Zach Lockett going to be in fifth. Kerry Klein got that thing going back in the right direction now. Going to head that thing down pit lane. Oh, boy. Having a rough go of it. We knew it was a matter of time. Let's go ahead and take a look back and see exactly what happened. Where is the number 11 car? Where are you, buddy? Oh, he's already turned around. Back this up a bit. Him and the 28 car just get together. Here he is heading down the backstretch. And touch the wall there just a little bit. Focus to everything out front. Didn't even see the 28 car down low. Comes down into him and then around he goes and into the wall. I'll take a bit of damage here. But there you have it. Second caution of the day being brought out here on lap number 18. Now let's see what everybody does. They're going down front stretch now. I think this is going to be the end of the stage. Yes, it is. So everybody going to go down pit lane. Derek Buckaloo going to lead in the train. Now we'll have to wait and see everybody else that pitted early. Are they going to choose to go down pit lane again? I would think yes, but you never know if we got any wild takers out there. Looks like everybody coming down pit lane all the way back to Brian Wertman. Make sure nobody slides through the pit box. Oh, the 16 slid through the pit box. Like our leader's doing a nice job getting in and out nice and clean. The 19 car. Nicely done. Brian Wertman going to win the race off of pit lane, everybody. Derek Buckaloo going to come out in that second spot. Chris Cornette going to be in third. John O. Lynch going to be in fourth. Zach Stevens going to be in fifth. Christian Delgado, Carson Youngblood, Zach Lockett, Chase Greer, and Shane Wilden going to round out your top 10. They don't charge by the word. I agree, Peter. The more y'all chat, the easier my job is, I will say. Gives me somebody to talk to. It's lonely up here in the booth, you know? It's just me. All right, we'll have to see if Brian Wertman chooses to go back down pit lane. Usually he does. He likes to put his pit crew to work. Maybe he'll stay out and start on pole. One stage in the books, on to stage number 2. Remember, the end of this one will be at lap number 40. This is our last stage of the day. From then on out, it'll be green flag racing all the way to the checker flag there on lap number 90. Yeah, Brian Wertman does. I bet he goes down pit lane. I put big money on it. There he goes. He's dipping. His pit crew needs a raise. The 2 racers out currently. Kerry Klein and Keith Prince are out of the race. Looks like Matthew Fritz coming down pit lane as well. Lights are out on the pace car. We'll go green flag racing next time by. Lap number 22. So number 81 going to lead us off. Chris Cornett going to be on the outside. Teammates maybe going to try to work together there a little bit. John O. Lynch will start on the inside of row number 2 with Zach Stevens alongside. Christian Delgado and Carson Youngblood will be in row number 3. Then we'll have the 93. Last week's winner going to start on the inside of row number 4 with Chase Greer alongside. Then we'll have Shane Wilden. Just had a wild day today. Doing pretty darn good here tonight. With Jay Stinson on the outside of row number 5 to round out the top 10. And that's how they're going to restart here for our second restart of the day. Where's our pole sitter? Way back here in 13th place. I don't think that caution should count. It was close to the end of the stage. You know what? I'll go with that, Peter. Don't disagree. Heading down through turns 3 and 4 now. We're about to go green flag. Let's go. Let's go. Get out of the way, pace car. We've got racing to do. Are we going to go green flag all the way to lap number 40? What do y'all think? I'm going to say, nah, no way. No shot. All right, let's see what the number 81 car is going to do here. See if he'll kind of drag the brakes here a little bit, try to get his teammates right there with him. I'm sure he's going to try to find a hole to get down there. Going to pull up. Yes, he is. Teammates back in action. The 81 and the 88 are linked up. Let's see what they can do again. They're working really good together there in stage number 1. It's going to leave the 54 and the 13 car down low. See what old John O can do. He started back there in the 18th position. He might just be leading this race before you know it. Whoa, boy, they're already making big moves here at the beginning of the stage. The way that Chase Greer are going to pull out of line and be on the high side. Slide back throughout the field here, it looks like. Oh, there they go to stop the momentum of the bottom line. The 81 and the 88 have pulled down to the low line. Going to leave the 33 of Zach Stevens up high with the 16 of Carson Youngblood. First green flag run here in stage number 2. It looks like the 81 is going to pick up right where he left off there at the end of stage 1 and will lead us in. Ooh, the 33 got a bit loose there. Got a big bump there in the middle of the corner by Carson. Looking on board here with Carson Youngblood. He's pushing along right here. Got an outside line for him, and it is going, buddy. The 44 of John Ross, the 39 of Josh Freed. We'll see him poke into view here. There is the 44. Josh Freed going to be right there on the bumper. 3 wide action. Oh, boy. Nicely done by Carson Youngblood there to find a hole and shoot down in it. '93 of Zach Lockett on an island all by himself there trying to get some help. Looks like he's going to pull up right in front of the 44 car. John Ross are going to link up and see what they can do. Still 3 wide back here. All the way from 8th place on back. A little bit more risk taken here in the second stage. It's an early point of the stage here. Going ahead and go 3 wide. Doesn't look like that high line is doing much. Maybe they can get something going. The 74 Brown Workman now joining along. Christian Delgado still trying to get up there to those leaders. Bottom line still the place to be. Another lap in the books. On to lap number 25. Cars all over the place. Still doing a nice job keeping everything headed in the right direction. That's what we like to see. We've got 18 cars running, everybody within a second of each other right now. Good to see Chase Greer up here in the thick of things. Right here behind the 29 of Matthew Fritz. Running in a top 10 spot right now. This outside line, man, it just seems like they just can't get any momentum. They're trying to make it work up here. Christian Delgado and Zach Stevens working pretty good together right now. Maybe finally somebody will have something for this 0X team, because right now they are doing pretty good. Looks like a fork driving down the track when they were 3 wide. I like it. It does. You're not wrong. Oh, do we have somebody finally challenging for this lead spot? I think Christian Delgado and Zach Stevens got it going on. The high line moving pretty good now. Christian was ahead there for just a second. Looks like the 33 going to lose a little bit of touch here, though. Heading down through the tri-oval. Looks like the 81 will lead this lap, but Christian Delgado much, much closer this time around. I think the 31 of Jay Stinson just needs to get back on the bumper of the 33 car, and they might have a bit more momentum to get the job done. The 93 car and the 44 now making it 3 wide once again. The 39 of Josh Freed pulling to the outside line as well. There goes the 13. Big move down to the inside. He will be your new leader. That outside line is moving, though. The middle line kind of stagnant right now. Lost their help of Christian Delgado there. Looks like it killed some of that momentum. Derek Buckaloo all over the bumper of the 13 car. Nicely done, Christian Delgado. He will lead this lap. Look at the 33 car, though. He is moving, buddy. Got some good momentum heading out of turn number 2 and down the backstretch here. Like that bottom line having a little bit of trouble keeping it nose to tail. And the 33 of Zach Stevens will be your new leader out front. Jay Stinson doing a really nice job pushing him right along. They're going to dive down to the low line. Yes, they are. All 3 cars. Matthew Fritz, Jay Stinson, and Zach Stevens went down to the bottom there for just a bit. Looks like the 29 car washed up the track. It's going to go back now to the high side. Oh, look at Christian Delgado making a bold move to the inside. Jay Stinson going to have to stay up high now. Let's see what the 33 chooses to do. Is he going to work with the 31 car that got him there? And down the backstretch now, the 33. Nice shove from behind by the 31. See that big momentum swing there. Man, the 88 car, what a push there on the backside of the 81 car. Helped out Christian Delgado quite a bit there. Look at this. He's going to have a good run on the inside here through the middle of 3 and 4. We get right up to the next side of the 33 of Zach Stevens. Who's going to lead this lap? I don't know. But the 33 of Zach Stevens will lead that lap. Nice move down to the low line there. Zach Stevens trying to kill that momentum of the low line because it seems like once they get that train rolling, it's hard to stop. Christian Delgado, there he goes, move to the inside. On to lap 32 now. Christian Delgado led that one. Very close out front. Holy smokes. Now back down to 2 lines of racing, it looks like, throughout the field. Everybody's still very, very close to one another. The whole field within 1 second. They are absolutely flying. Ooh, Justin Parham going to be strung out to dry here. Might have a little help. Matthew Fritz, Chase Greer choosing the high line as well. 55 of Ryan Gomes. 28 Alan Wild. Down the backstretch we go. Here's 3 wide throughout the field now. 7 laps to go here in stage number 2. Here's the leader of the high line right now, Zach Stevens. Stinson, nice shove from behind. John O now going to slice up to the top line. Let's see what he can do with some clean air out front and some pushing from behind. Whoa, boy. Getting a little bit dicey there in the middle of the corner on exit. Zach Lockett, John Ross, Josh Freed. All working together pretty good on the high line. I think they're going to need a bit more cars than just 3 to get things done, though. Christian Delgado doing a really nice job working all the lines up there. Keep himself in the lead. Oh, my goodness. I thought the 81 car was going. Look at Jono. What a move to the inside here for the lead spot. He is going to be on an island all by himself, though. Going to need some help. He's going to choose to stay up there, but nice move there to the inside. We have a new leader, everybody. The 54 of John O. Lynch. Holy smokes. Now that's the way to get it done, everybody. Could be right up there with the 88 of Chris Cornett and the number 6 of Shane Wilden. What a top 3 right now. Christian Delgado going to need to drag the brakes there just a little bit. Let the 33 of Zach Stevens catch up if he wants to get back up to that front spot. That outside line still trying to get that thing working. But right now it's not working too well. What is John O going to do? The 88 and the 16 cars have pulled to the outside line. Have the 55 of Ryan Gomes right there with them. Alan Wild going to be down low. Jesse Calloway now in the mix as well. Could be on the inside, 3rd spot back on the inside line there. Oh, the 13 of Christian Delgado all by himself on that outside line. He's going to have to watch the field just drive on by. Nothing you can do about it. That is unfortunate. Man, just like that, lost 10 spots all the way back to the back of the field now. On to lap number 37. 3 laps to go here in stage number 2. The 54 looking darn good out front. The number 6 is Shane Whittle doing a nice job pushing him right along. The 87 of Jesse Calloway put himself in a good position as well. There goes the 81. He's going to pull out a line. He's going to try to drag his teammate, the 88 of Chris Cornett, down the backstretch. What a good race, everybody. Oh, boy. Now, I'm gonna knock on wood, but so far, no caution flags here for our second stage. Been nice green flag racing. There's been some crazy wild moves out there. It's definitely some close moments, but well done to everybody. The 81 car's got that thing moving. Can the 54 stove off the steam that's coming up top? Because right now, the 81 car is moving. So is the 88 of Chris Cornett. I believe we have ourselves a new leader, everybody. We do. The 81 of Derek Buckaloo to the front. Good shove from behind there by Shane Wilden. Get old John O moving once again. They get a little bit of clearance. There it is. The teammate has been spun out. Oh, no. The 88 has turned. The 81, they're wrecking it behind as well. All kinds of cars getting tore up here at the end of the stage. 2 laps to go. I shouldn't have said nothing. Nicely done to Chris Cornett, though. It looks like he's going to be scored the leader right now, I do believe. I don't know. We'll have to go back and look at it. Holy smokes, what a good end to the stage there. Let's go back and see exactly what happened here. There's the 81 already turned around. I think the 88 just gave him too much of a shove there in the middle of the corner. Let's stop it right here. Let's get on board with the 88 of Chris Cornett. We'll go right here. Go full speed for just a moment. Then we'll break it down here. He was heading out of the corner. You can see the 81 just getting a little loose and just a little bit too much of a shove. And there he goes to the inside line. And back throughout the field he goes. Derek Buckaloo along for the ride. The 54 of John O. Lynch will get into him, get a little bit of damage. And then I'm not sure what happened back here with the 93 of Zach Lockett. I think they're just racing down to the line here. Oh, yep, the 88 comes up, takes out the 13 of Christian Delgado, the 39 of Josh Freed, and the 8 of Chase Greer gets a little piece of that. There goes the 81 down to the inside line. Here's the 93. He gets caught up. Big smash into the wall there. Man, I tell you. There you have it, though. So, yes, the 88 of Chris Cornett. We believe he will win stage number 2 here. Chris Cornett. Carson Youngblood. The 19 of Justin Parham. Shane Wilden. And the 54 of John O. Lynch. That'll be your top 5. Looks like everybody coming down pit lane now. That caution don't count either. I like it. All right, still got 18 cars running. Going to have some massive damage to some of these cars, though. They're going to have to use their fast repairs, try to get those things fixed up and back out on track. Everybody coming down pit lane now. Hopefully nobody slides through the pit box. Need a nice clean stop here. Chris Cornett will win the race off of pit lane. Who will get that second spot? Ooh, it's going to be close. Carson Youngblood beat the 55 of Ryan Gomes, Alan Wild, John Ross, Justin Parham, Shane Wilden, Jay Stinson. Ooh, barely beat the 87 of Jesse Calloway. And to round out the top 10 will be Zach Stevens. What is Josh Freed doing back there? He's just driving around. Oh boy, he's got a lot of damage to the nose of that thing. See if we can get a good look at the... Oh, looks like he had a fast repair. Now it's all brand new. Nice. Alrighty. Round of pit stops in the belt. No more stages for the rest of the day, everybody. Green flag racing all the way to the end. I think we'll go back green flag racing right there at the beginning of lap number 42. So quite a stint all the way to the checkered flag. Been quite the race here today so far. A lot of back and forth. It's hard to tell where it's all going to end up by the end of everything. Sheesh, what a day. Almost to that halfway point of the day. Who is that heading down pit lane? Is that the 55? Yes, it is. Ryan Gomes coming down pit lane once again. maybe got a speeding penalty. We'll pull back in the pit box. Brian Wortman, of course, coming down pit lane. One day I got to talk to Brian Wortman and see his strategy for pitting, because he pits more than anybody in this whole entire league. I just wonder why. John O'Lynch coming back down pit lane as well. I thought he was going to have him a stage win there, I'm not going to lie. Excellent bit of driving there from him. It was very, very exciting to see. But lights are out on the pace car. Will be green flag next time by. Racers heading down the backstretch now. Here is your starting lineup. Chris Cornett going to have that lead spot. Going to be on the inside. He'll have Carson Youngblood along. Who else do we have? Alan Wild and John Ross be in row number 2. We'll have Justin Parham and Shane Whittam going to be in row number 3. Row number 4 will be Jay Stinson and Jesse Calloway. And then row number 5 will be Josh Freed and Zach Stevens. Going to start on the inside line there. So that is your top 10 starting lineup here for our third restart of the day. Where is the 81 car? How far back did he go? He went all the way back to 15th position. I'll have a tough time linking up with his buddy there, the 88 of Chris Cornett. But a long way to go to the checker flag, so he's got time. Is everybody going to make it to the back of the field here? Where's everybody? Yeah, it looks like everybody's going to make it. Race car is off. Here we go. I believe some of the racers are hanging back to try to just stay out of trouble. They know they got a long way to go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag out. Good start on the inside there by Chris Cornett. Gonna need some help though, because the 44 of John Ross all over the bumper of the 16 car, and he has chosen to go to the high side. Probably not a bad move. Buddy getting up to full speed now. Carson Youngblood and Chris Cornett choose to go down low. The 28 of Alan Wild. 19 of Justin Parham, the 31 of Jay Stinson. Let's see what our points leader can do with the top spot here. He's going to have the lead position in the top line. Going to have the 6 of Shane Willen, the 87 of Jesse Calloway right there with him. But Chris Cornett will lead this lap, though. Nicely done, sir. Now, Chris has been the pusher all day. Trying to change those positions around. Let's see what he can do with a top spot and clean air out front. Whoa, some people going way down below the yellow line. John Ross has taken the lead and has chosen to go down low. Oh, him and Chris Cornett, they have some history. Those of you who've been following this series every week, you know those two usually push each other to the limit. So let's see if they can work together for once. That's going to lead the number 6 of Shane Wilden, leading the top line here. Looking pretty steady on the wheel right now. Got a nice run going on. The 88 and the 44 working together pretty darn good, though. Whoa, Christian Delgado going down to the low line there. So is the 87 of Jesse Calloway. It's going to kill that top line momentum. You can see him just sliding back throughout the field now. But Justin Parham and Jay Stinson fancying themselves some positions they choose to pull out of line. The 88 does too as well. John Ross going to be down low all by himself. He will lose that top spot. The 88 of Chris Cornett going to lead us in. to Josh Freed. Trying to make a third line work early here in this stint. Does have Chase Greer and Derek Buckaloo, it looks like. Racing out of turn number 4. Chris Cornett still leading the way, but Justin Parham has a nice little run going on here. Well, it looks like everybody got a little loose on the high side there. Going to lose the momentum. Across the start-finish line, Chris Cornett going to lead this one as well. Down the backstretch we go. Justin Parham just a nose ahead right now. Looks like Carson Youngblood lost the bumper of the 88 car for just a minute. Ooh, Jay Stinson getting a little loose there with the push from Christian Delgado from behind. Justin Parham is ahead though right now. I believe he will lead this lap, but oh boy, the 13 of Christian Delgado had a run there on the 31 car, but he has now stopped that from happening. Second on board here with Christian Delgado. He is right here in the middle, pushing Jay Stinson along. See that bottom? Whoa, boy. Christian Delgado has pulled out of line. I'll slide back here just a little bit. Justin Parham slid down to the low line there to stop the momentum of the 88 car. To lap number 48. I see that 81 car making his way back to the front. We saw just how fast he was earlier when him and the 88 car were linked up together. I think he's just slowly trying to make his way back to the front. Chris Cornett with quite the run right now. He's getting a little bit of side draft there off the 19 of Justin Parham. That will put him back into the top spot. He will lead this lap. Carson Youngblood having a little bit of connection issues with Lincoln. .44 John Ross moves to the outside line. See what he can do here with working with Justin Parham. I haven't seen them two work together much today. Ooh, that inside line getting a little loose there. I think somebody touched the apron. 19 doing a nice job sticking with the rear bumper of the 44, but he's going to need a little bit of help from behind as well to keep the momentum going. But John Ross will lead this lap. Let's see if he stays in this high line or if he chooses to slice down low in front of the 88. That's what he did before. And yes, he will. This race is anybody's race still. 1 second separates the entire field. Had multiple different leaders today. I don't know how many different lead changes we've had, but it's been quite a lot. Seen some new faces out front. You love to see that. Oh, John Ross turns sideways and into the wall he goes. Going to have massive damage to the right front of his car. No caution coming out though, so he's going to have to try to limp that thing along. Oh man, you hate to see that. Yeah, you can see the damage right here to the right front of his car, or the right front of his car. Yeah, it's really bad. Really hate that for him. He's having quite the run here today. I'm gonna see if I can see where it exactly happened. I think it was right here. Watch this. Where is the 44 car? He's right here. Oh yeah, he just moving into the outside while he goes. This guy hit right there on the right rear bumper. Turned his car sideways. There wasn't much else he could do. So that'll put Chris Cornett out front. Caution Youngblood in behind. Alan Wild not too far behind as well. Justin Parham in that outside line still. Working with Jay Stinson. They look like they've been doing pretty well together. Zach Stevens as well. Matthew Fritz back up to the front. Chase Greer into a top 10 spot here. 93 of Zach Lockett, last week's winner. 4th spot back there on that inside line. Justin Parham leading the way right now. 13 Christian Delgado trying to make that third line work, seeing if anybody's going to be any takers for him. But Jesse Calloway was going to try to work with him there, but took back down to the inside line. The 81 car of Derek Buckaloo is a taker. Everyone's going to get strung out here with the 8 of Chase Greer. Now to the low line. 33 and 88, very close to one another at the exit of 4 there. Took the 31 and 19, doing a really nice job working together. It's kind of a 2-car tandem out there, leading the way. Look at Christian Delgado's move though. He moved to the outside line, had a little bit of help by the 81 of Derek Buckaloo, and they're making that thing work up top. Almost to a top 5 spot. Hopefully the momentum doesn't stall out. Down the back stretch we go. The 19 leading the way, but the 88 has a nice run down low. An unloved tap, yeah. I hate that for John Ross, man. He is way back in the field now. Way off the pace. Almost getting near to get lapped. He's heading into 1. They're heading out of 4, so it won't be long. Christian Delgado get a little bit of help up top because him and Derek Buckley are doing a nice job hanging on to the spots. They just can't seem to make any ground on those lead drivers right now. Jesse Calloway keeps flirting with the idea of going up top, but he always tucks back down in behind the 54 of John Lynch. That inside line is just not going anywhere right now. The 33 of Zach Stevens has chosen to go down low though. Oh, Chase Greer gets a little bit loose there with the push by Christian Delgado. Chase Greer trying to make it work up top. He's got Christian Delgado and Derek Buckaloo. Oh boy, getting really loose there in the middle of the corner. Let's see what he's doing on this wheel. Looks like he's working it right now. And took down below the 87. Jesse Calloway, Christian Delgado being impatient. He wants those spots up top. And there he goes. Are we 4 wide right now? No, we're 3 wide. Chase Greer sliding back just a little bit. Christian Delgado going to be in that low line now, right behind the 55 of Ryan Gomes. Single file racing all the way back to 7th position. feel a caution that is going to count coming on soon. It would not surprise me with all these wild moves everybody's on, but right now everybody in single file line, I would think a round of pit stops isn't too far out. Remember, everybody went down pit lane on lap number 39. So right around, what, 20 laps on these tires and fuel. I'm not entirely sure what their fuel window is, but I say it's probably getting close. And 70 would be kind of the halfway point where they got a 20 lap run down to the checker flag. I think everybody wants that caution though. They don't want to be stuck on green flag conditions in pit lane. And if it remains green, you definitely don't want to lose those spots. Or lose a drafting partner. A drafting partner would be bad to lose too. Here is John Ross. Looks like he went down pit lane and got his fast repair. The car is looking pretty darn good now. Looks brand new. But he is a lap down, so a caution flag would help him out a lot. Everybody in the single file line. Poor John Ross is going to be a sitting duck here with all these cars in a straight line. Gonna do the right thing, just get out of the way. This is probably going to feel pretty good to a lot of these racers to finally get to pass John Ross. A lot of them don't get the opportunity. Buckley going to try to use John Ross here. Maybe gain a few positions with a little bit of draft. Who's going to be the first taker for pit lane? I just keep watching the timing tower to see if anybody dies down pit lane. Right now, nobody has gone down pit lane just yet. 29 laps left in the race. Here with Shane Wilden. Everybody just content with their single file racing right now. Not a whole lot going on. Playing the chess game. Christian Delgado and Derek Buckaloo, and now Josh Freed trying to work with John Ross. Gain a few positions here, maybe, just maybe. Case Greer is in pit lane, everybody. Our first taker. All by himself, though. That's not the way you want to do it. Not going to have any drafting help, which will hurt a lot. Got that outside line moving now. John O'Lynch is joining the crew. Whoa, Derek Buckaroo, holy smokes. Found a little bit of a gap, and he said, where gap? Gonna put the car. I think Chase Greer was in pit lane for quite some time there. He's just now coming out of pit lane. It's gonna go a lap down here for sure. Maybe 2 laps down. Here comes the field, full blast. Caution flag is out. What has happened? Let's see what happened here. It says John Ross has crashed. Here is the 44 car. Oh, he just gets turned. Oh my goodness. How does the 88 of Chris Cornett miss this wreck? Holy smokes. I gotta get a different one. Gets turned right here. Look at this. Right through the gap. If the 88 does not get any damage, it's a miracle. Holy smokes. Let's take an onboard here with the 88 car. I gotta see this. Here it is, full blast. Oh, here it is. There we go. Wait, this is already after the... Ah, here we go. Now let's go with the 88 car. Chris Cornett. Whoa, boy, he's talking about a ride. Holy smokes. It don't get much closer than that. That was awesome. Alrighty. It is pit time, everybody. Remember, Chase Greer already went down pit lane, but he's 2 laps down. John Ross brought out the caution, so he's not going to get a lap down or a lap back. All the racers have now started. They're starting to catch up to the back of the pace car. Now the chess game. Here we go. Who's going down pit lane? It's got to be everybody, right? Everybody on the lead lap has not went down pit lane since lap number 39. Yes, it does look like everybody going to come down pit lane now and take their opportunity. Justin Parham going to lead us in here. He's had quite the day today. I'm sure he wants to top it off with a win here, Talladega. Qualified on pole. Has had a good race so far. Oh, the 88 and the 31 slid through their pit boxes. That could cost them a few positions here. Oh, nicely done to Jay Stinson, though. Got that pit box. Got that pit stop done quick. Going to pull out in second place. Derek Buckley going to be in third. Carson Youngblood going to be in fourth. Zach Stevens going to come out in fifth. Chris Cornett going to slide back to sixth. Zach Lockett going to be in seventh. Shane Willen in eighth. Ryan Gomes going to be in ninth. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 28 of Alan Wild. All right, catch up to the back of the pace car now. We should go green flag racing with about 23 laps left to go on the board. What a race here today, everybody. What a race. Been a fun one to watch. I look forward to the end of it. Do a couple laps under caution here. Let everybody get their round of pit stops in. Back out on track. Looks like Chase Greer still in his pit box. Everybody else back out on track at the moment. Lights are out on the pace car. Green flag racing next time by. Justin Parham going to lead us off with Jay Stinson alongside. We'll have Derek Buckaloo and Carson Youngblood going to be in the second row. We'll have Zach Stevens and Chris Cornett going to be in row number 3. Row number 4 will be Shane Wilden and Zach Lockett. And then row number 5 will be Alan Wild and Ryan Gomes. That is your top 10 starting lineup here. Maybe for our last restart of the day. Maybe not. We shall see. The inside line has won every restart so far, so let's see what Justin Parham can do with this one. Right. Here we go, heading out of 4. Race car, please give us the track. Thank you. See if Justin Parham can make that inside line undefeated here today. By gearing them down.
Green flag,
Getting RPMs up. Green flag is now out. Justin Parham will win that drag race off the line. He will be our leader. Does he pull up in front of the 31 car? He's been working really good all day with Jay Stinson. He is going to stay down low, it looks like. See what Carson Youngblood and Jay Stinson, Chris Cornett can do up on the high line. The 81 car has pulled out of line in front of Jay Stinson. Wants to be back in a top spot. Brought out a caution at one point in time today, but now back up to the top spot. Nicely done, Derek Buckaloo. Racing through the corner, nose to tail for everybody. 2 lines are formed. Look about dead even right now. Justin Parham just the nose ahead. Looks like he might just lead this lap, and yes, he does. 22 laps of racing left to go here today. Good run on the high line here. 31 and 81 tandem going on. Looks like Jay Stinson had to actually get out of the throttle there a little bit. Going to be stuck right here in the middle. Everybody has gone right up above him. No place for him. He's going to slide all the way back in that middle spot. Who knows where he lands. He does have the 29 of Matthew Fritz. Maybe going to try to help him out here a little bit. Man, just like that, all the way back to the back of the field. The 81 car of Derek Buckaloo has Carson Youngblood and the 88 of Chris Cornett. So teammates almost getting linked back up. You know how well they worked together earlier in the race. They're in stage 1. And Derek Buckaloo will lead this lap. Ooh, Shane Wilden got a little bit loose there. Got out of line, and Jay Stinson and Matthew Fritz have pulled in front of those two now. Chase Greer not too far behind. This one's going to be interesting all the way down to the checkered flag. Who is going to win this race today? It is hard to tell with as good as everybody has ran today. It's anybody's race still. Laps in the books. Oh, the 88 is turned sideways by Jay Stinson. Big wrecking behind. A lot of cars taken out here. Oh no, the big one has happened, everybody. I think 5 or 6 cars were caught up in that one. I'll have to see exactly what all went on there. I don't know exactly where it started. Let's go ahead and take a look back. There's a lot to dissect here. So I know the 88 got turned around sideways first by the 31 car. So let's go ahead and we'll start right here. Yeah, the 88 thought he had a hole and he did not. Was coming down the track. Jay Stinson left reared him. He turned sideways. Jay's going to take a little bit of damage. So is Matthew Fritz. They both get turned sideways and up into the wall they go. The 13 car, Christian Delgado. Looks like he's turned around. Yes, he is. The 87 of Jesse Calloway. I think Christian Delgado actually saves it, though. Yeah. Jesse Calloway, though, turned around the wrong direction. Slides up the track. Does the 28 of Alan Wild make it through? Yes, he does. Some very fast cars, though, tore up in this one. It's going to make things interesting. Also, pit strategy is going to be something. Is anybody going to go down pit lane? Everybody went down pits on lap number 65 when we had, what, 35 laps to go, and now we only got 19. We might have some takers down pit lane. That'll put Derek Buckaloo in our lead spot right now. Justin Parham in second. Carson Youngblood in third. Zach Stevens, Chase Greer, and Zach Lockett. That is fourth through sixth. Then we have Ryan Gomes, John O. Lynch, Christian Delgado, and Shane Wilden. That is your top 10. Big damage to the front of the 29 of Matthew Fritz. You can see his wheel just a flopping in the wind there. Yeah, a lot of damage to the front of this car. Jay Stinson as well. A lot of damage to the nose of the car. Chris Cornett, he hit every wall there was out there, so I got a feeling he's got front and rear damage. Yeah, he's got damage all over the car. A lot of cars going down pit lane. See Jesse Calloway in pit lane. Who's that in front of him? It looks like Brian Wortman is in pit lane as well. So what does our leaders choose to do? All the way back to 11th position. Everybody's still out on track. Everybody in behind that went down pit lane. Any takers? Oh, they're playing the mind games. Let's see who goes down pit lane. Next time around, I think would be their last opportunity to go down. Going down the backstretch now. Josh Freed out of his pit box. Jesse Calloway rejoining the grid. So is Chris Cornett. Looks like he had a fast repair left. That's good. He's a very fast racer here today. Definitely has a car to win the thing. Matthew Fritz out of pit lane. Jay Stinson, though, unfortunately still in his pit box. A lot of damage to the front. The old Fry disposal Chevy Camaro here today. Unfortunate. Leader's going to come down here. They are heading out of turn 4 now. I don't think anybody's going. I think everybody is content. Derek Buckaloo playing a little mind game. So is Zach Stevens. I don't think anybody's going down pit lane in the top 11. They are not. Everybody has done their pit stops. It'll be green flag racing next time by. Lights should go out on the pace car. And yes, they do. Here is your top 10 starting lineup. The 81 of Derek Buckaloo, which has been up front for much of the day. Gotten a little bit of an accident, slid back to the back of the field, but now right back here in this top spot and a chance to win this thing. He's going to restart on the inside line of row number 1. He'll have Justin Parham alongside, which has also been very fast all day. Who else do we have? The second row will be Carson Youngblood and Zach Stevens. Third row will be Zach Lockett and the number 8 of Chase Greer. Row number 4 will have Ryan Gomes and John O. Lynch. And then rounding out your top 10 will be Shane Wilden and the 13 of Christian Delgado down to the low line right here. Down the backstretch we go right now. Looks like everybody is out of their pit boxes. Brian Workman's still in his pit box, but he is now pulling out. Should have a good amount of time to catch up to the back of the field. One more caution, and maybe John Ross can get back on the pit or on the lead lap. He went down pit lane on lap number 63, though. Alrighty, folks, here we go. 16 laps to go when we take green flag. Yeah, you ain't kidding, Nancy. Was 2 laps down at one point in time now. And P6, not too shabby.
Green flag.
Green flag is out. Inside line wins again. Derek Bucklew, good start on the inside line. Chase. Carson Youngblood going to be in that second spot. Good push from behind from him. Justin Parham going to be in the high line here with Zach Stevens right there behind him. Chase Greer as well. And look at this. Old Zach Lockett, the 93 car, up into P3 right now. He might just have him a chance to repeat here. One of the very few Toyota Camrys in the field. Can he make it to the front of the pack when it matters the most? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Single file line for much of the pack right now. All the way back to the 19 of Justin Parham. Jay Stinson has got that car repaired, it looks like. Looks like he's still got a little bit of damage to the nose of it, though. I can't quite tell from this view. Everybody's just too darn close. 15 laps to go. Can Derek Bucklew hang on to that top spot? It's not going to be an easy one. A little bit of weaving down the backstretch. Justin Parham's got a little bit of momentum now with the 33 of Zach Stevens, the 8 of Chase Greer. Who else is that? John O'Lynch up there. Look at that big move from Christian Delgado now up to the high side. My goodness. That was an onboard there with Justin Parham. You can see just how much you got to work the wheel. It looks easy from up here, driving in a straight line, but boy, every time you get bumped, you get a little bit loose. Ooh, I thought the 87 was going for it. Oh boy, he can't quite pick which line he wants to go with. It's going to shuffle the 13 of Christian Delgado out of line, and he is going to fall all the way back throughout the field just like that. Look at this, the 28 of Alan Wild has a pretty good shot here. Has the 19 of Justin Parham pushing him along. Oh, they're going to shuffle Alan Wild out of line. There goes Justin Parham. Bold move to the inside. Yes, that will put Alan Wild on an island all by himself up top, and there ain't much he can do about it. 81, Derek Bucklew pulling out to that outside line. Got to stop some of that momentum because the 19 of Justin Parham is absolutely flying, and right now he is a nose ahead. Down the backstretch we go. Laps left to go on the board. If you're going to make the bold moves, it's time to do it now. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. $11 to go at the line. How about that number 88? Just in that real big wreck, got the car repaired, now back up into a top spot and a top 5 spot at the moment. Old Chase Greer making a big move here right in front of his teammates. I think that's where he's been trying to get for much of this race. Ever since they got separated, now they're back together. Let's see what they can do. The 81 and the 88 worked very well earlier in the start of the race in stage number 1. Let's see if they can put it together here at the end of the race. Man, we're all over the place. I want you all to make your picks in chat. Who do you think is going to win this race? Because I don't have any idea. Justin Parham will lead this lap ahead of Zach Stevens. Chase Greer almost into a top 3 spot right now after being 2 laps down. What a race. Shane Wilden, very good race from him today. Maybe he's got a shot at winning this thing. Amount of Josh Freed going to the high line. I don't know if he's got any help up there, though, unfortunately. I think the 81 and the 88 worked together a little bit better when the 88 was the pusher. Right now, they don't seem to be able to get it together down on the low line. Got to the 33 there a little bit. Had quite the run on the inside line. Eight laps to go. We can count them on 2 hands. Been a long race here today. A lot of things have happened. Let's see how we can finish this one out. I'm not jinxing anyone. Not a bad choice. Seven laps left to go. Justin Parham leads this one. Zach Stevens in second. Chase Greer was scored in third that lap. Boy. Taking on board here with Chase Greer. It's third back on the outside line. 6 laps left to go as we cross the start-finish line right here. Right now, Justin Parham scored the leader of that lap. Looks like that inside line starting to steady up here a little bit. The 88 now our new leader. Oh, look at the big move by Zach Lockett to the inside of the 16 of Carson Youngblood there. That's going to shuffle him to that middle line, and there is no one there to help. Finally, he gets a little help by the 28 of Alan Wild, it looks like. Very good move there by the 93 car. Now he's going to do the same thing. He's going to try to hang out the 81, and he does. Oh, there's the big one right here in front of the field. Carson Youngblood. The 81 somehow gets turned sideways. I'm not entirely sure exactly what happened there, but a lot of racers took out. Oh, man, Derek Buckaloo's going to feel gutted, man. He raced his way all the way back to the front of the field. Let's take a look back and see what brought out the caution flag here. Watch this here in slow motion. I saw the 81. Yeah, he gets just a little loose. Christian Delgado, just a little bit too much push. Going to spin him around sideways. Gets to the 16. Going to get the 54. No, somehow he makes it through. Holy smokes. Carson Youngblood sliding down through the middle of the infield here. Going to hit the inside wall. Boom. Big damage to that car. Derek Buckaloo as well took a little bit of damage. Man. So we're going to go back green flag racing with a green-white checkered. Maybe, just maybe. Remember, we do have 3 green-white checkered attempts if we need them. Justin Parham scored our leader right now. Zach Stevens going to be in second. Chris Cornett going to be in third. Chase Greer in fourth. And Zach Lockett going to round out your top 5. Shane Wilden, Christian Delgado, John O'Lynch, Alan Wild, and Ryan Gomes will be your top 10. A lot of damage to both of these cars. Carson Youngblood and Derek Buckaloo. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take a commercial break. Right now. See y'all in just a minute. We'll come back for the green-white checker. All right. Get back to it. Lights are still on the pace car. We should have lights out this time by. I mean, 1 lap till racing. Nobody's gone down pit lane. Parsham Blood, I think he did get the car fixed. Yes, he did. Derek Bucklew, did he still have a fast repair? Let's see if he's got any damage to the car. It's like the nose is looking pretty good. Back of the car is looking pretty good. Yeah, I think he might be in good shape. Wait and see once he gets in the pack. And there goes the lights. Justin Parham going to be our leader on this one. We'll have Chase Greer alongside on the front row. Row number 2 will have Zach Stevens. Where's he at? Come on. Come on. Come on. What are we doing here? Are we undecided? Okay, just kidding. It'll be Zach Stevens on the front row. Second row will be Chase Greer and Chris Cornett. Third row will be Shane Wilden and Zach Lockett. Fourth row will be Alan Wild and John O. Lynch. And then rounding out your top 10 will be Ryan Gomes and the 39 of Josh Freed. That'll be your top 10 starting lineup here. Maybe for our last one of the day. Number 3 green-white checkered attempts today if we need them. We shall see. One down the backstretch now. Pace car going to pull off next time around pit lane. The inside line seems to be the place to be on the restarts. So we'll see if Chris Cornett and Justin Parham can link up and get things going, or if that outside line might just stun the world today and make it work for the first time here today on our 6th restart. And don't forget, after the race, we'll get to hear from our top 3 finishers, whoever that may be. Hard to tell at this point. All eyes on the number 19 car. Pace car is now off. Green flag is in hand. Once we head out of the tri-oval, it'll be back to racing. Green, white, checkered.
Green flag,
green flag is out. Good start on the inside line there by Justin Parham. Chris Cornett as well had a really nice restart there. Going to be right on the bumper of the 19 car. Chase Greer, though, pretty good start on the outside line. Going to have some help there for the 33 car, Zach Stevens. There goes Justin Parham, though. He's moving to the high line. That's where he wants to be. He's been working with those guys all day long. It seems to be working. That's going to give the 88 a chance here, though, on the inside line. He's got the 93 of Zach Lockett right there on his bumper. They are heading through turns 3 and 4, out of 4 now. Chris Cornett going to be scored the leader. All right, everybody, white flag is now in the air for your leader out front, Chris Cornett. Can he hang on to bring home the checker flag here today? He's got the help of the number 93 of Zach Lockett in behind. Is that high line going to make it work? The 33 of Zach Stevens, the 19 of Justin Parham. They've been working together pretty darn good all day long, and the number 8 of Chase Greer there to help. The inside line looks like it has formed in a nice line, though. Alan Wild is right on the bumper of the 93 car. We head down the backstretch for the last time here today. There goes the 93. He's going to make a move to the outside line. Can he make it work? He might be in pretty good shape. I know the 28 of Alan Wild's got some damage. Oh, the 93 car is turned sideways. The number 88 going to go down low. The rest of the field taken out. The number 19 of Justin Parham will make it through. He will see the checkered flags here today and win the Talladega 240. Nicely done, Justin Parham. The 29 of Matthew Fritz is going to bring it home in second, and Ryan Gomes will round out your top 3. What a crazy finish to the race, as expected. But nicely done to the 19 of Justin Parham. He is your winner here today. We'll have to take a look back and see what happened at the end of the race there. Looked like the 93 car just made a wild move down to the inside line. And that was all she wrote. Let's see this back here. Yeah, they're already turning sideways. It's super speedway racing as you would expect. We'll stop it right here. We'll get an onboard here with the number 93. Where is he at? He's right here. Here he is heading into the corner. The 19 makes a move to the inside line, it looks like. Gets a good run, goes up high, then slices down low. It's not enough space. The 93 car gets turned sideways, going to hit the 88 of Chris Cornett. Down to the infield they go, but then the rest of the field crashes in behind. Saw Shane Whittle get turned sideways. I see Jay Stinson. I think everybody else was involved in this one pretty much. Somehow Matthew Fritz makes it through all this chaos by cutting it to the right, but you see the rest of the field just crashing. Everybody all over the place. Oh, big damage to the rest of the field. Maximum chaos. Oh my goodness. But nicely done to Justin Parham. He is going to be our winner today. Here are your final results for the race. Congratulations, Justin Parham. Going to bring it home. Matthew Fritz in second. Ryan Gomes in third. We'll hear from those three here in just 1 minute. Brian Workman, what a finish from him. Going to finish in fourth. And Zach Stevens going to round out your top five. Alan Wild, Shane Wilden, Christian Delgado, Jesse Calloway, and Zach Lockett will round out your top 10. Josh Freed, Chris Cornett, Jay Stinson, Chase Greer, John O. Lynch. That'll be your top 15. And then who else do we have? Derek Buckaloo, John Ross, Carson Youngblood, Kerry Klein, and Keith Prince. That's the rest of the field. But let me go ahead and get myself ready for these interviews. Holy smokes. Whew, what a race. What a race. What a race. What a race. All right, Ryan Gomes looks like he is ready to go. Go ahead and pull him in. He finished in third. All right, we are here with our third place finisher, Mr. Ryan Gomes in the 55 car. Qualified in sixth today. It was a wild one at the finish, as expected, as you know, every super speedway is. But somehow you made it through. You're going to finish in third place here today. You had a really fast car. You did a really good job racing today. So you got to be happy with this result. So let's hear about it from you, man.
Yeah, I prefer to be called Moses tonight. Going 18th, third on that last corner. That was, I don't know how that happened, but no, I think everybody's just kind of learning this new aero package on this car. It ran a lot different than last time we were at a super speedway, and I don't know. I mean, that's super speedway racing. You could, bummer for the guys up front that wrecked. I mean, you could have a good as run going as you want, and stuff like that happens last lap, and somebody like me who gets shuffled to the back all of a sudden comes out smelling like roses on it.
Well, you still got to be happy with it. I'm like you, though. It's tough to watch those leaders that's been racing good all day, finishing the back of the field. But like you said, it's super speedway racing, man. It is at its finest. But yeah, man, going from 18th to third place in one corner is absolutely insane. But hey, you're going to bring home a third place finish here, or a finish here at Talladega. So congratulations on that, man. And hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys. And thank everybody over at Royalty. And thanks all these guys over here at Noma. So.
Yeah, man. Good deal. All right, everybody, that is your third place finisher. Congratulations to Ryan Gomes. Now we're just waiting on Matthew Fritz and Justin Parham to make their way in. I definitely want to hear from Matthew Fritz. Holy smokes. Started back in 16th. He was all over the place all day long, so be nice to hear what he's got to say. The guy who calls the Rick one? Yeah, I know, right? Oh, boy. All right, looks like Matthew Fritz is ready for his interview. Let's go ahead and get him ready to go. All right, I am here now with our second place finisher, Mr. Matthew Fritz in the 29 car. Started back in 16th position here today. Crazy, crazy finish. Somehow, we watched it back in slow-mo. You were at the right exact time, cut to the right, and missed the entire wreck, which I don't know how you did it, buddy, but congratulations on your second place finish here today. So, yeah, man, let's hear about it from you.
Wow, what a race. It's, it's Dega, we're gonna wreck them up, it's just part of speedway racing. And man, I was sad, the new update, we can't run the top side anymore. That's my favorite spot. We can't go 3 wide up. That line just doesn't work. But I was trying to work with my teammates like I always do. But yeah, that last wreck, the seas parted and I I came out. I was like, no way. I was yelling in chat. I said, oh my God.
Yeah, man, that was a wild finish, but like you said, it's super speedway racing. That's what we kind of come to expect at the end of the race. But yeah, man, good race from you today. You had a really fast car. You're doing a really good job all day, and like you said, you're trying to make that high line work, but it definitely seemed like a 2-line track. And yeah, things happened right there in front of you at the right time. So congratulations on the second place finish today, man, and hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, everybody, that is your second place finisher. Congratulations to Matthew Fritz. Man, what a wild day. What a wild day. Now all we got to hear is from the winner, Mr. Justin Parham, which would be pretty exciting to hear from. Hopefully he'll be here in just 1 second. Letting him know that I am ready to go. Week number 14, everybody, in the books. Holy smokes. I believe he's talking to the team right now. He's in the team chat. They're probably going crazy, going wild. Big party. All right, let's do this thing. All right, we are now with our winner, Mr. Justin Parham in the 19 car. You qualified on pole here today, had a fast car, raced up front all day long. And boy, at the end there, I thought, I didn't think you were going to have it, I'm not going to lie. You sliced down to the inside of the 93, and y'all got together, but somehow, some way, you made it through, and you're going to bring home the checker flags here today in week number 14. So congratulations on the win, and let's hear about it from you, buddy.
Yeah, it was a tough race all night. I hate how it ended right there. As it was coming out of 4, I believe it was the 93 had gotten in front of us, and I went to fake to the high side, and he started to go up and block it, and I shot back to the middle, and he came down just a little bit. I mean, it was tight. He came down just a smidge, and we just barely touched, and it was just pretty much on from there and wrecked pretty much most of the field. I hate that it ended up happening that way.
It is what it is, though, man. It's super speedway racing. You have to make the moves when you make the moves, and sometimes it happens like that. But hey, still going to bring home a win here today. You've had an excellent season so far. You've showed a ton of speed, so getting in victory lane is no big surprise to me. But yeah, man, congratulations on taking the checker flag here at Talladega, and hopefully we'll see you next week, man. All right, everybody, there you have it. That is your winner here today, Mr. Justin Parham. Congratulations to him. What a day of racing, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Now, next week is a little bit different. We got 2 races next weekend. We got the IndyCar race, and then we have the Charlotte race. I don't know if I'm going to make it home in time to do the IndyCar race. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do both. But nonetheless, it is July 4th weekend, so if you all do not make it to the stream, hopefully you guys have a good and safe, happy 4th of July. Watch the fireworks, enjoy the show. Celebrate America, all the good stuff like that. But yeah, I'll be back next week for sure for the Charlotte race, so hopefully we'll see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for being chatty over here in chat. I appreciate all that. That helps me out a lot, and hopefully you guys enjoyed everything. Big shout out to Jay Stinson for putting this stuff together for Noma and all the racers coming out and racing every weekend. So yeah, big group effort. And of course, Royalty Racing Network for bringing me on. Thank you, Drafty. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you guys a lot. You guys are awesome to work with. But yeah, that's all I got for tonight, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I had an absolute blast. And hopefully we'll see you at Charlotte next week, everybody. Goodbye.